And of course, here in the bottom left, we've been talking about him. You know him, you love him for Alpha X. The Maximum Angel, Astrea.
We have to be quick with the introduction here because we see some fancy stuff going on. In the top right corner, we see the blue Protoss player. It is PattyMac. And we see him proxying 2 gateways. His first 2 gateways straight across the map. Astrea sees it immediately, so it's all about how he responds to this. I was going to tell you a little bit of a story about why my prediction was so convincingly hesitant, but maybe this is for another time because we're getting right into the action here. Astrea, as a reaction, puts down his own forge, and man, this is absolute craziness that we're seeing here.
Didn't we see this yesterday with a Nina game? I forgot who she played, but didn't we see a very similar? I think that one was that was just a pure 3-gate, not a 2-gate cannon. I feel like we saw this yesterday, but I don't remember what the game was.
Yeah, that was Asuna.
There we go. Thank you. But yeah, so it's going to be 2-gate cannon. This is a parting build indeed. Now, the probe of PattyMac has been killed, the one that is inside of his base. That being said, there's no wall. The cannon is in an annoying position. We do have another cannon here and a cyber core, so just blocking off all sorts of walls. No doors are going to be made in this game for Astrea. He's just going to have a really awkward wall. And now the Zealots are out. Of course, any sort of damage that Astrea can get done on this Zealot does mean that he will win the fight. But now it's the brothers. They're together. And PattyMac's going to give up first.
Yeah, this is not going well for PattyMac. Obviously, with this being scouted so early on, Astrea could prevent the cannons going up for PattyMac. So, yeah, PattyMac now trying to transition out of this just a little bit. Obviously, he doesn't want to give up his forward position here because there's a lot invested in this. So he is adding on a shield battery. But man, the Zealot of Astrea, he is doing a good job taking care out of the Zealots coming out one by one out of these gateways here, and this is just looking like a very, very hard game for PattyMac already.
Yeah, really nice micro here from Astrea in the early game, just making sure that he's always taking those positive Zealot trades. And there we go, another Zealot will go down. Now, of course, this heavily wounded Zealot is going to be forced back. You're not really going to be able to fight at depths, and the cyber core is going to be done now. Now, this is actually a scary thing, or it would be, because Astrea's like, I know what's up. I know what you're doing here. I'm no spring chicken. In fact, no one is, because it's winter. We have the depths they're going to try to shade on. They will try to find some value. The answer is no value. And look at this. You love to see it. Those are those big brain Max Angel plays here. He's got a pylon in the main base, and shenanigans, my dear friend. Shenanigans are the answer.
Yeah, man, this is really a problem for PattyMac here. The cyber core that he did build, he built it in the natural base of Astrea to kind of block the nexus or the path for more building, and he didn't rebuild it for a long time. So these 2 adepts are going to be the only well, tech gateway units, if you can call it that way, that are going to be out for PattyMac. They're going to be able to deal with the Stalker, but with the follow-up coming in from Astrea, who is producing off of a Robo now, it's going to be very, very hard with the Cyber Core being this late, and therefore the no Stargate, never mind. With this follow-up tech, which is now a Twilight Council being very late.
Base is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea, and by the way, that was some fantastic body blocking there on those adepts, making sure the Stalker was forced to sacrifice his life. I mean, it got 3 workers, so I don't think Astrea is going to be too sad about it, but still, good job there, PattyMac, trying to make the best of a really objectively terrible situation. Now, I do think it's interesting. We do have this pylon in the main base, but Astrea says, I don't need that. It's fine. I got a warp prism, and therefore, I don't even have to worry about doing cheeky little warp-ins. I'm just going to really just hit you with a lot of power and a lot of oomph as more and more Stalkers get warped on in. Warp Prism, of course, there we go. It's going to pick it up. And how many gateways are we at? So it's 3 gateways, a Robo and Immortal. Stalkers are going to knock down these. Honestly, Astrea, just bring the Stalkers. It's not like this is important anymore. It's not like they're going to be repowered. The army of Astrea moving out on the map here. And even with the lack of the Stalkers there, this probably is going to be enough, because we have 4 army supply for PattyMac.
Yeah, now this the pylon does come into play. PattyMac just really had no production whatsoever for a long time because his gateways do go down.
Oh.
And yeah,
Oh no.
this is the shield battery desperately trying to heal up that pylon, but man, everything unpowered. Only 2 adepts and 2 stalkers for PattyMac, and man, Astrea doesn't even need to micro here. He can just stand here and take the fight and win the game.
Yeah, sometimes proxies work. Sometimes proxies really don't work, and that's that's kind of what happened there. And that game number 1, when the parting build gets scouted, you get scouted, and then you build walls, you build cannons. You say, no, 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 I'm gonna hold this wall. The wall stands, and while the wall stands, so do I. Astrea, he took game number 1, and man, that was the most Tortosa's pylon I've seen in a while. So I mean,
Yeah.
PattyMac was dead. He was even more dead after losing. What was it? Blink, 2 gateways, Cybercore, and a Robo, I think, was all powered by that.
I don't think there was a robo, but yeah, it was all of his 4 gateways that he had rebuilt in his main base. Yeah, there was absolutely no production left, and yeah, you can't warp in units without production, and you can't kill units without your own units.
And
Units
this is
are
true.
good.
Now, of course, in the break, we do have PattyMac shouting at Asuna, saying, I took a page out of Asuna's book in that game because, of course, I believe that it sounds like this is one of the builds that he used to kill Neeb. And, well, you know, it's one of those builds that only works once. And if Astrea is on a team with Asuna, you would really expect that one not to work. But regardless, it's a cool build. It's a fun build. It's a build that excited us. But Vitamin, you know what's also exciting?
Our next game coming up.
Game 2. Of course, here in the bottom left, fending off the proxy, the shenanigans, the mad stream, the madness, the mischief, the woe. He is, for Alpha X, Astrea.
And in the top right corner, going for a bit of a more standard approach this time around, the blue Protoss, PattyMac, representing the Cranky Ducklings. Okay, so I wanted to get into this in the first game already, but then we had action straight away. The reason why my prediction was a little bit hesitant was I did talk to Astrea before the series a little bit, and I told him like, "Hey mate, I'm going to be casting your game today. You wanna spill something so that I can sound smart on stream?" And he just told me like, "Yeah, I can't spill anything because I don't even know what I'm going to do myself." So that made me a little bit anxious, a little bit curious whether I should go for that 2-0 prediction. But yeah. I think Astrea usually is a player that he prepares for his matches, but he's usually not someone that prepares a very set build. It's more preparation about a general approach or style that he wants to bring to a series. And well, we didn't really see anything of that come into play just yet, because for the time being he really just had to fend off that proxy. Let's see if we see a bit more flavor out of Astrea this game, but once again it is PattyMac bringing the flavor with a proxy Stargate.
Yep. Quack on the attack, PattyMac. He's got a bone to pick here with Astrea. I have no more rhymes that end with ack. But anyway, yeah, so Astrea here, he's gone for the single gate expand, taking a page from the Max Pax playbook. Of course, Max Pax and Astrea, they've played each other a good amount in team leagues, in different EPG cups. Should not surprise anyone. I mean, this is honestly, this is a build that, while Max Pax came up with it, figured it out, this is a build that is very much within Astrea's wheelhouse. I mean, he's the player that went Nexus first on Eternal Empire because you can kind of wall that one easy against Zerg. So any build that's going to allow him to be a little bit greedier, I don't think he's going to be complaining whatsoever. But we do have an Oracle underway, and this was Stalker Sentry opener from Astrea off of one gate. He's not going to have a lot to defend this main base, and he has no pylon in this main base either. So this Oracle is actually just going to get so much done.
Yeah, he's gonna need units in position there, and it's a very hard call to make in Astrea's position here, because he doesn't know where the attack is gonna come from at this stage. And yeah, this Oracle is going to fly into this main base that is completely unprotected. It's going to get so many kills here. Astrea forced to pull the probes, but already 5 going down. A sentry is now showing up, and I guess the only thing stopping this Oracle from doing more right now is that it's running out of energy. It does go down though, so a bit of a sloppy move there. Could have retained that Oracle to deal more damage in the later stages of this game. And we see here, despite 6 probes going down, Astrea still in the lead at 31 workers, and now the second Oracle has to make up for that.
Yeah, I mean, that second Oracle. Oh, it's
it
gonna go
also
down
goes
too.
down. That is disastrous for PattyMac. Both of his very early oracles that he proxied going down to really just 2 stalkers and a sentry, and the probe kills that he did get absolutely don't matter, because Astrea is now, despite the losses, 5 probes ahead.
Yeah, I mean, PattyMac, he's committed to a third Oracle here too. I mean, I can understand too, because the first one got so much value, 6 probes and a sentry. Even with losing the Oracle, you're probably fine with that. But I think the second Oracle got maybe 1 probe. And at that point, you're really not okay with it. And then getting that third Oracle, maybe he's going to be able to fly in later, get some damage done. Maybe the goal here is just to maintain your scouting, maintain your map control with the Oracles. But in general, okay, those Adepts are going to actually... Oh, but PattyMac's going to commit with this. That is very surprising. Those are 2 dead Oracles, or excuse me, 2 dead Adepts, and 2 Adepts for 2 probes. Not exactly what you're looking for there. So Adepts, they will die. They will sacrifice their life to the cause. But now Astrea, not only does he have the minor worker lead, he's up 1 worker, which is enough. He's got a fairly significant army lead, both in quality and quantity. I mean, if you look at value here, he's up like 500 minerals, he's up a little bit of gas. And even that, some of that gas doesn't matter because it's in an Oracle and Vitamin. Oracles are surprisingly strong units. This is true, but they're not going to fight against a bunch of stalkers that well. That being said, this third Oracle is getting a lot more workers here, and now Astrea is falling behind economically just a little bit.
Yeah, he did stop probe production. If he had continuously built probes, he would have still be fine, but he did cut the probe production because he wants to get aggressive here with that 1 prism. And there's already an Immortal in the fight as well, and with these force fields not perfect, but first stalkers are going down. Should wait for the battery overcharge to end now, and then he can continue this attack. He is up way in army supply.
Yeah, Astrea trying to have his cake and eat it here too, so he gets his third base behind this as well. Now we should also point out PattyMac, he popped his Guardian Shield very early in that fight, so really it also ended rather early in that fight. So really, we didn't see PattyMac getting the majority of the opportunity from that. Now, probes have been pulled here, trying to make something happen. And again, probes surprisingly good against Stalkers. So we're going to have to see some good micro there from Astrea. He will lose the Warp Prism, which means this army is dead and gone. If PattyMac has what he takes to kill it, the answer is no. GG Astrea, 2-0.